Hello, Cancer Man COINTELPRO. I've got something not particularly interesting. In fact, it's kind of goofy. Um, Doing a quick response to a couple individuals on Dr. Descent's new video, the one he uploaded the other day on the attack watch for the Obama. If somebody's attacking Obama or something, or if somebody says something bad about him, they had this attack watch website set up. Yeah, wanted to touch on that, definitely. That's going to be a very small segment of the video, though. What's basically happened with that is he just reported Von Helton to Obama Attack Watch. Nothing's going to come of it, though. It's one of those kind of liberal fact check type websites. Regardless, they're basically using this as a method to determine what sorts of arguments or attacks the president might receive during the next election. It's basically just a fact-finding operation as far as the Attack Watch website. As far as reporting someone to that, nothing's really going to come of it. It was just a silly prank, which makes sense actually, coming from Dr. Descent, but he's got the Descent right, doesn't have the doctor right. Yeah, not on that level, really. More childish than anything else. However, my response wanted to really be toward the Dr. Del Mundo account, the COINTELPRO Cancer Man account, the Cancer Dick COINTELPRO, and the Variable Monsters, saying that they have me pegged and that they're going to get me real good. You know how you spot a bluff? It's really easy. The best way to spot a bluff is an overt threat. Because typically if someone's going to do something, it's much more effective if they just do it rather than talk about it. Like a lot of you may understand, like with Mr. Dark Zodiac, when we had our discussions back and forth. Every time they dropped docs of someone else, they didn't go out ahead of time and say that they were going to do it. So yes, they are better at what they do than you guys. They are. Even though they got the docs wrong, the delivery was correct. You understand? The Blitzkrieg would not have been as effective if the Nazis had told the Poles the day they were coming or when they were going to attack, or even that they were going to attack. The French didn't even believe that the Nazis were going to attack them, if you'll believe that. And the Russians didn't either. The Nazis surprised them. That is the essence of effective combat. Attack your enemy, hit them hard, before they know that anything's going on. To come out and say, oh, in the coming weeks I'm going to do something to you, it's like, well, okay. So that gives me an opportunity to film this video. My suspicion is that in the coming weeks, someone is going to try to drop my docs again, which wouldn't surprise me at all. It's been done before. I've dealt with that before. That's not something that is earth-shattering for me. Or they're going to accuse me of being a pedophile again, which it's been done before as well. You guys throw the phrase pedophile around so much. You throw that term around so much that it's really lost its effectiveness. When you call somebody a pedophile, nobody really even pays attention to it anymore, so I'm not really concerned with it. You're going to say something about lightsabers and that there's a 14-year-old or whatever, a child, who posts comments on Cancer Man Variables page, and that Cancer Man is automatically going to be a pedophile because this individual has posted comments on his page. Right? Is that it? So if you've posted comments on Night Saber's page, or have responded to Night Sabers or have attacked Night Sabers in any way, would you not be attacking a child? Do you believe that Night Sabers is a child? Do you believe that Night Sabers is a grown man posing as a child? In the end, it doesn't matter what you believe. What matters is what is. I don't know. I don't claim to know that Night Sabers is a child or that Night Sabers is an adult. I don't know who Night Sabers is. Night Sabers posts comments on my page. As long as Night Sabers is being polite, I will allow Night Sabers to continue posting comments on my page. There are others who have posted comments on my page who have been nasty and verbally abusive and just said pedo this, pedo that. Yeah, I'm going to remove your comment and I'm going to block you. And the reason why I do that is there's a certain psychology involved when dealing with individuals who do that. A troll, so to speak. The best way to combat a troll is to simply deny them their avenue of attack. I block them from my page. They cannot comment. They have to create another channel to comment because it burns their ass that they can't comment, because they have to comment, because they're mentally deranged, you see? It's a mental disorder. I honestly believe that it is. I believe that it is a mental disorder. That someone has to go out and attack someone in order to feel complete about themselves. And you have people that devote large, massive quantities of time. We have individuals online here, Forrest, who have more sock accounts than I can count. And to be honest with you, I have some accounts. I do. I set up a fake Kelly account, much like Mr. Anonymous Dick did, to send Forrest an email saying that I know who Here Be Monsters is. This is his real name, all this, to see if I could get Forrest to film a video of it, which he did on Victor Falk's channel. And I filmed my video response to it showing the email that I sent him and said, here you are, this is you're a failure, this is why. And I presented my case. And it was very clear and obvious. And he's really been butthurt really ever since, to use a phrase that he likes to use. And he's been coming at me ever since. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys weren't Forrest. I personally don't care. I don't care who you are. You don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. And that's why you're able to do this. Because you wouldn't actually go onto a site like Facebook and do this. Do the types of things that you're doing. Because your name is attached on Facebook. You see what I'm saying? If you actually had an account under your name with your image on it, you wouldn't be going around acting like this. You understand? And it kind of defeats the purpose of attacking someone, because if you're going to tell them ahead of time that you're going to do it, because that kind of takes the psychological edge out of your corner. Because they're able to prepare for it. They're able to film video responses and rebuttals beforehand. Because you have just said you're going to do something to get me within the next few weeks. So now we know that if something happens in the next few weeks, that it is you and that it is fake. Is that right? You see how it works here? A word of advice. Not that I'm telling you how to do your job, or that I'm telling you how to do what it is that you do, because you do it the way you like doing it, and more power to you. However, in order to gain the greatest effect of what you're doing, surprise is everything. Especially if you have the individual's real information, or if you have something real and substantial on that individual. Like, what you do is you just upload it one night. Just upload it in a video one night, so that when they see it, it hits them really hard. They never saw it coming, and they're like, wow. And they're taken back by it a little bit. You get that shock value out of it. Whereas, when you tell them ahead of time, you kind of lose that. Either way, do what you've got to do. Come get some, so to speak. And are you serious? I mean, I'm kind of getting bored with this, really, because you guys really are like kids. You're like kids. You act like kids. You got the little smiley faces you post all over everything. You go and you flood somebody's page with goofy comments, just mindless, you know, garbage. It's like little kids. It's like egging someone's house, or actually, it's not even like egging someone's house because egg someone's house, you at least have to go and do it. You personally have to be there to do it. So really, I mean, this is even more myopic than egging someone's house or beating in their mailbox. So it's like driving down the street, hanging out the window, flipping everybody off that you see. Kind of goofy. And it's a behavior that's kind of frowned upon in society. And I guess that's why you do it on YouTube, because it's frowned upon in the rest of society. And you are upset with something. Either something in your own life or something that may have happened to you in the past. You're upset about something and you feel the need to lash out at someone, anyone, everyone. That you go online, you find people who you perceive as being easy targets. And you attack them. People like Jared Milton, to bring him up again. Now, perhaps you see me as a more difficult target. Maybe you see me as a challenge because I have no information online. Which brings us to something else. The only way that you would be able to get any type of information on me would not be on YouTube, would not be on Facebook, would not be on MySpace, would not be anywhere online. You would have to either try to hack into my system or something like that, and even then you would get a fake name because the names I use on my system are fake. Eric Clayton? Who's that? That's my Skype name. Yeah, I don't use my real name on Skype. I don't use my real name on Facebook. I don't use my image on Facebook. So the only way to get any information on me, if you were able to get my real name, it would mean that you hacked something. And yeah, you would create some issues for yourself at that point. But we're not going to get into that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, which I doubt we ever will. And I invite you to attack me. Not in the next 2 weeks. Attack me today. Or attack me tomorrow. Do something to make me believe that you're doing more than just bluffing. Because from over here, that's exactly what it smells like, a bluff. You guys bluff a lot. You think this is the first time I've heard a bluff online? Are you kidding me? I've heard a lot better bluffs than that, too. And as far as being called a pedophile by you people, I've been called a lot worse by much better men than you. I can tell you that. Oh yeah, I wanted to touch on this last point because I got about a minute left. The blog TV account that I was accused of setting up, that was allegedly Chang's. Yeah, we actually got to hear from the individual who runs that account the other night in Montegraff's room. Yeah, I was in the room too. And so we put that to bed too. And as far as the anonymous 1138 channel, I don't know who that is. Some of the information they have on there is wrong, though. Just to give everybody a heads up if you go over there. Some of that address information is wrong. This is YouTube. Cancerman COINTELPRO. Have a good one.